Nexus and William Molina Jr. Subject is Alberto El Patron replacing Penta El Zero Miedo for Heroes Immortalis. Hello, K100 crew. How challenging or exasperating is for a booker, exemplified by someone like Conan, to meticulously arrange talent for an event, only for that talent to inexplicably cancel in order to appear on a different show.
Yeah, that kills me all the time, bro. That's why, Phoenix didn't defend his titles for a year. I can never use Taya. I just had Pentagon, and Tony had been told ahead of time he's going to be on this show. But Tony, he's like that Chinese act, spinning 10 plates at the same time. He probably forgot, because I know he's not trying to hurt me. And so now I had to take Pentagon out, and thank God ADR was around, and the match was hot. It was ADR and Octagon versus Sam Adonis. What's this guy's name? QT Marshall, and that girl Harley Cameron, who got over also. But that happens to me a lot. Yes, it's very hard to deal with, but I've learned to work around it.
Yeah. Nexus and Chris Karcher, the subject is $5,000 trios belts. Greetings and salutations. Before I get going, the Larry Dallas Harry Ruiz segment last week was one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in the rambling, incoherent response were they even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this podcast is now dumber for having listened to it. Was curious if you guys saw the hot pink AW Trios titles on sale for not $49.95 as I originally first saw it, but $4,999. I attached the advertisement for it if you don't believe me. So far, 6 of 10 have been purchased. Even after you buy this, are you wearing it around your shoulder to Dynamite? Obviously, no one on the show would spend $5,000 on a belt. My question is, if you had a spare $1,000, what piece of sports memorabilia would you buy to get signed, framed, and hang on your wall? To save some of the work, nicely framed Acuna or Tatum signed jerseys are going for $600 or $700 on eBay. Michael Jordan is going anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000. Do you have the picture of the show? The ad?
Yeah. I just had it up. Here you go.
I didn't see it. I was reading.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, there is okay. Baseball card collecting was kind of like
that
in the
looks
downswing.
Red to me. That doesn't look pink. Is it pink?
Baseball card was on the downswing for a while. Then freaking Vegas Dave, who's this big gambler guy, here, he started spending like millions of dollars. There's a culture of collectibles of people that are willing to spend exorbitant amounts of money on things like this. Like Logan Paul spending $15 million on the Pokemon cards. Right, it's just like you said. You can find a community.
Yeah, when you have money,
collection of people,
you don't give a yeah.
And they sold 6. Like you could think about that. They're selling $50,000 worth of belts. They've already sold 6 of them. But there's a market.
Okay, I understand that.
Exactly,
I understand that. Not not ridiculous to them, but for example, this guy's saying, would I buy a Tatum jersey for how much did he put?
Like $600 to $700.
No, but what I would do is I have a friend, Sean Jacoby, who has the Icon Sports memorabilia thing, and he knows just about every sports star there is because they've all done signings for him, and I'm sure he could get me something that I wanted much cheaper. But no way I'm paying that.
How
much did you pay for that belt that you had?
Score. Yes.
What's that?
Arizona took
a 3-2
lead. Arizona took a 3-2 lead. I want the Braves to play Arizona. I do not want the Braves to play Philadelphia. So.
I know you don't. Let me ask you a quick question, Dion. You'll probably just say no, but recently, there was an arrest in Vegas. We had the Tupac discussion last month. Finally, there was an arrest made in the murder. Is there chatter about that going on around Vegas, or it's not?
No, I just saw the. What type of chatter?
I don't know, just people going, "Hey, did you hear about this?" I didn't know if it happened nearby you or whatever.
Just read it. You go. It's on the front page of Las Vegas paper. It's about the only thing I would. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like old news, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, this guy was talking about
how many years later did they arrest the guy?
27.
So next is Brian Dunlap, our resident booker. Subject is Edge's new name in AEW. Hello, K100 crew. Usually I ramble on for too long in my emails, so I keep this one short and sweet.
Thank you.
Here's my idea for Edge's new name and gimmick in AEW. Sexton Hardcastle, and he's sponsored by Blue Chew. Sexton Hardcastle is one of Edge's in-ring names before he got famous. Should it make a comeback? No, he's just Adam Copeland's fine right now. Yeah.
How about rectangle? Nothing.
Yeah. Next is from Kurt Stevens. Subject is Disco's peach shirt. Disco, where'd you get that peach colored T-shirt you were wearing in the last video mailbag? And what brand material is it? It's a good look. Peach. Wait, which one was I wearing? Joe, do you know what shirt he's talking about?
I'm gonna take a look real quick at the videos.
Let me look here.
No.
Pull it up because I got a couple peach shirts. I wonder which one he's talking about.
Yeah.
Was it a pink shirt, maybe?
Let's see. Last week you were wearing. Last week you were in the Ramones and then a gray shirt.
Okay.
Might have been the week before that.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this.
On Monday you had like a, but he couldn't. When did he send it?
Oh, the peach one. What this is? It's from my Pro Wrestling Tee store. Disco Inferno T-shirt.
No. He sent this. No, this is 8 days ago, so he couldn't possibly have seen that. I don't know.
Well, I wear a lot of Boston Armani. So if it was one of my Boston Armani T-shirts, that's the brand names I wear for T-shirts, Boston Armani. So, or I wear sometimes Psycho Bunny too. So that's what I wear. The last email is from Hillbilly Money. Subject is sold out 99. What's up, K100 crew? Much love to you all. Hope all is well and hope you keep getting that dinero hand over foot. I loved WCW as a kid, and when you all came with the sold out pay-per-view back in 99, I was blessed enough for my mom to save enough moolah to get tickets. I was so excited that words can't even describe it. The main event was the infamous Goldberg versus Scott Hall taser gun ladder match. I remember that when Goldberg came out, I never heard such a loud ovation my whole life. K-Dog was on the card getting rowdy and bowdy with Lex Luger, but unfortunately the Cuban Hulk Hogan did the job. This guy's writing this email like he's writing a book, right? Disco wasn't on the card, and I can remember as a kid thinking this was a crime against pro wrestling and humanity. So my question is this. I understand this was a long time ago, and I know that y'all have done a million shows, but do you guys have any good stories or memories of Sold Out 99 in Charleston, West Virginia, or any good stories about wrestling in West Virginia at all? Any good rad or party stories? We used to get killer wrestling cards with all the biggest names in the industry in the 80s and 90s, but sadly these days not so much. Thank you for taking my question and keep getting that moolah cheddar biscuits, baby. Not spraying.
Okay, we pursued that last week, so
right. Yeah. Well, we didn't spend a lot of time. I can only remember partying in West Virginia one night. We had a good time. There's actually a lot of good-looking girls there. I do not remember Sold Out because we're backstage when this stuff's happening. Bro, when you're backstage at shows, it's difficult to remember shows specifically because we're backstage most of the time. So, and we're watching Raw. We weren't watching the show, right? Probably. If this is Sold Out 99, we probably were backstage watching Raw, right, Conan? We're watching.
What I do remember,
it was on a Sunday.
It was on a Sunday, right? We're watching. Yeah.
West Virginia. I was dating this girl that was from West Virginia, and I slept at her house, but she still, I think she was still living with her parents, and I slept in her brother's room, and the whole roof had a humongous Confederate flag, you know, and I was like, oh my God, wow. what am I in for? But, but they took me fishing, they took me hunting, like, you know, they were really cool, but West Virginia is kind of poor, you know, it's like really
very rural.
Like, yeah, very rural. Yeah, a lot of coal mines and like old and like poor. Yeah.
Yeah, but the crowd was hot though, because it was like, like those areas are always pretty hot crowds.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. Sold Out 99. Conan wrestled Lex and lost by submission, and then it was a David Flair debuted, and Goldberg burst hole in a ladder taser match. The taser was hanging up, you know, just in case.
I was in that, right?
You may have come out to help Scott. Yeah. It doesn't say.
I think I got tasered. I think I got tasered. Took a big bump off of Goldberg tasering me.
Maybe so. Probably.
Yeah.
There's one more.
Positive.
There's one more Disco just because you missed it yesterday and was the guy mentioned it in Discord. I'll just read it real quick. It's Jason Turpin. The title is Fake Sting. He says, "Hey guys, I'll read it.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
I'll read it. Right. Hey, Jason Turpin, Fake Sting. I just want to ask you guys about Jeff Farmer. Remember the '96 Nitro where Farmer dressed as Fake Sting attacked Luger outside in the parking lot? It was dark, rainy, and Farmer looked just like Sting. I think it was a great gimmick. Bischoff said the gimmick got super over in Japan and made Farmer a lot of money. What do you guys think about Farmer and the Fake Sting gimmick, and do you know whose idea it was? Thanks, and it's Jason Turpin. I like Jeff Farmer. He was a super nice guy, very polite, just a good guy. So
very nice guy, but we didn't hang out with him, and I didn't think he looked like Sting, but
yeah, I thought he did. But I don't know. I think probably Kevin Sullivan's idea, maybe. I don't know whose idea that was. So.
Well, Scott had a lot to do with the Sting Crow character, so maybe Scott threw some ideas in. I don't know, but just
maybe
speculating.
We'll see.
Speculating.
All right, so that's for the mailbag.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Boom.